And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. A person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonka nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. Don't gobble funk around with words. It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, so long as somebody loves you. Matilda said, "Never do anything by halves if you want to get away with it. Be outrageous. Go the whole hog. Make sure everything you do is so completely crazy it's unbelievable." We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. Grown-ups are complicated creatures, full of quirks and secrets. I understand what you're saying, and your comments are valuable, but I'm gonna ignore your advice. A person is a fool to become a writer. His only compensation is absolute freedom. He has no master except his own soul, and that, I am sure, is why he does it. Do you know what breakfast cereal is made of? It's made of all those little curly wooden shavings you find in pencil sharpeners. I'm right and you're wrong. I'm big and you're small, and there's nothing you can do about it. Two rights don't equal a left. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that, reverse it. It's a funny thing about mothers and fathers. Even when their own child is the most disgusting little blister you could ever imagine, they still think that he or she is wonderful. You should never doubt something that no one is sure of. All the reading she had done had given her a view of life that they had never seen. "I'm wondering what to read next," Matilda said. "I've finished all the children's books." 2 hours of writing fiction leaves this writer completely drained. For those 2 hours he has been in a different place with totally different people. If you are good, life is good. Life is more fun if you play games. We all have our moments of brilliance and glory, and this was mine. I cannot for the life of me understand why small children take so long to grow up. I think they do it deliberately, just to annoy me. Whipped cream isn't whipped cream at all if it hasn't been whipped with whips. Just like poached eggs isn't poached eggs unless it's been stolen in the dead of the night. And don't worry about the bits you can't understand. Sit back and allow the words to wash around you, like music. Fiona has the same glacial beauty of an iceberg. But unlike the iceberg, she has absolutely nothing below the surface. Somewhere inside all of us is the power to change the world. Having power is not nearly as important as what you choose to do with it. "I want an Oompa Loompa," screamed Veruca. "What I mean and what I say is two different things," the BFG announced rather grandly. Mr. Twit was a twit. He was born a twit. And now at the age of 60, he was a bigger twit than ever. When you grow up and have children of your own, do please remember something important. A stodgy parent is not fun at all. What a child wants and deserves is a parent who is sparky. But there was one other thing that the grown-ups also knew, and it was this, that however small the chance might be of striking lucky, the chance is there. The chance had to be there. I'd rather be fried alive and eaten by Mexicans. I am the maker of music, the dreamer of dreams. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. There are no strangers in here. just friends you haven't met. Words, he said, is oh such a twitch-tickling problem to me all my life. Sometimes Matilda longed for a friend, someone like the kind, courageous people in her books. Nowadays you can go anywhere in the world in a few hours, and nothing is fabulous anymore. If you are going to get anywhere in life, you have to read a lot of books. Meanings is not important, said the BFG. I cannot be right all the time. Quite often I is left instead of right. The matter with human beings, the BFG went on, is that they is absolutely refusing to believe in anything unless they is actually seeing it right in front of their own schnozzles. If the good Lord intended for us to walk, he wouldn't have invented roller skates. It's impossible to make your eyes twinkle if you aren't feeling twinkly yourself. When writing about oneself, one must strive to be truthful. Truth is more important than modesty. An autobiography is a book a person writes about his own life, and it is usually full of all sorts of boring details. You ignorant little slug, the trunchbull bellowed. You witless weed. You empty-headed hamster. You stupid glob of glue. I'm afraid men are not always quite as clever as they think they are. You will learn that when you get a bit older, my girl. There is little point in teaching anything backwards. The whole object of life, headmistress, is to go forwards. The books transported her into new worlds and introduced her to amazing people who lived exciting lives. What she needed was just one person, one wise and sympathetic grown-up who could help her. The snozberries taste like snozberries. I've always said to myself that if a little pocket calculator can do it, why shouldn't I? I am only 8 years old, I told myself. No little boy of 8 has ever murdered anyone. It's not possible. My candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night, but are my friends, and oh my foes, it gives a lovely light. These books gave Matilda a hopeful and comforting message. You are not alone. It is most unlikely, but here comes the big but not impossible. Hooray, said the chief of the army. Let's blow everyone up. Bang bang, bang bang. We are all a great deal luckier that we realize we usually get what we want near enough. Rainbow drops suck them and you can spit in 6 different colors. There are a whole lot of things in this world of ours you haven't even started wondering about yet. We must hurry, said Mr. Wonka. We have so much time and so little to do. No, wait, strike that, reverse it. The only sensible thing to do when you are attacked is, as Napoleon once said, to counterattack. It is almost worth going away because it's so lovely coming back. Human beings is the only animals that is killing their own kind. Make sure everything you do is so completely crazy it's unbelievable. Perhaps it's chasing me, but I don't think it will ever catch me because I am moving fast. Dreams is full of mystery and magic. Do not try to understand them. Don't argue, my dear child. Please don't argue, cried Mr. Wonka. It's such a waste of precious time. You can write about anything for children as long as you've got humor. The secret of life, he said, is to become very, very good at something that's very, very odd to do. What a fortunate fellow I am, I kept telling myself. Nobody has ever had such a lovely time as this.